I told you earlier, as much as they're all beloved and I love them all to death, I think my favorite was Jason Thompson. Seeing the ovation he got and the fact that Jason has played more games for the Kings than anyone and never got to experience this. He's seen it all. He's just like the fans. He's been through all of it. And also a very, very good friend joining us right now. JT, it's Dave and Jason. Good morning, my man.
Yo, what's going on, guys? You forgot the best look. You best looking out of all of them too.
Hey. I mean, listen.
Come on, man.
What? How long? You're here? What? You're here through tonight? You're going back east this week, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up for game 2 as well.
Okay, so here's the thing, though, Jay. If they win tonight, like you can't go. You gotta
stay along for the ride,
right?
Yeah. So you all want me to go to Chase Center? It's crazy. I'm saying it's a lot of emotion too, just because I played for the Warriors as well too. So it was a lot, man. It was a lot being in the new arena, seeing all the familiar faces. It was just a lot, but it was it was rocking, man. It was a great feeling.
That's what I wanted to ask you about, Jason. Obviously, when you were here as a King, you had heard stories about how crazy Arco was back in their early 2000s with playoff games. And now you got to experience that first one at Golden One Center. Did that kind of live up to what you thought that atmosphere would have been had your Kings group made the postseason?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just feel like, and I said it kind of like in a post, was just meaning like one, of us every season, we weren't sure if the team was going to still be in sack. Me and Carmichael used to talk about it all the time. After that last game or those last games of the season, I would come out and say, thank you to the fans, and I hope to see you, next year, for the team. So just thinking that, like, man, like where it was and to where it's now, man, it shows you why, the team should always have been in the city, and the fans deserve it. You guys deserve it from, through thick and thin, man. So, I think no one could even hear themselves think, the other day, and it was love. I was, walking downtown and even when the arena was at Arco and the Thomas, man, downtown wasn't like that either. So, it's just great to see the city rocking, man, and everyone just deserves it.
Jason Thompson with us. Jason, as a lot of you will remember from the night show, Jason was one of my rookies that came on that year of his rookie year. Then he and I got really close along with Dante during the whole relocation saga, and I saw you get introduced on Saturday, Jay, and I saw the ovation and the look in your eyes. And listen, whether it was you sitting in the documentary talking to us, whether it was you along with Dante and Tyreek and Cisco up on the ladder in what we thought might be that last game, you went through all the horrible relocation time. So I got to think when you were getting that ovation, when you were looking around at the arena, seeing all the fans, maybe a little part of you went back to that time period and thought, you know what, it was all worth it, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think this, time kind of heals all wounds. And, when obviously you just get, older, you kind of just sit back and reflect on some of the things, with that type of criteria at the time. We're having 7 coaches in 7 years and ownership changes and all that type of stuff. It's not really the formula for winning. So I kind of understand, those times and stuff, man. But like you said, it was a lot of emotion, just seeing a lot of familiar faces. It's the first time, being in SAC and lost in a place. I still know all the roads and everything. I pretty much grew up as a man, in this city, man. So going in the arena and getting lost a little bit was kind of funny. But it was just a lot of love from a lot of people, man. They just respected, what I blood, sweat, and tears, through the tough times, man. So it was fitting to come here when everything is on a hiatus.
How about the game itself? I mean, you're there to take it all in. We talked about the atmosphere, but you played for so long. The game was a great game, intensity, physical. What was your impressions of game one?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was great. I just think that, just how the pace of the game was, man, it was great. I know that there was a bunch of games that day, but that was by far, the best game. But just how, like, I just love how the style of how, they play, Mike Brown's system and, the defense, even though they, number one offense, but you could tell that they kind of clamped down on defense as well. And like you said, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's always interesting in game 2 of seeing the adjustments for both teams. Malik had a really good game. Obviously, De'Aaron played, the bonus had almost, I think, a triple-double or something like that. So, it spread the wealth throughout the team, man, and, they're exciting to watch.
Jason Thompson with us. Whether people realize this or not, Jason's a wonderful basketball analyst, one of my favorite parts of talking with him. So game 2 tonight, I'll ask you to put your analyst hat on. What do the Kings expect out of the Warriors? And in your opinion, what do the Kings need to do to come away with a 2-0 lead?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they'll just be a little bit, more aggressive. I think, being the champs and that, and being the, having that, that first game, I just think that they just were like, oh, we'll turn it on at some point. So I think that how Sac, even though the game was, back and forth, I just think that Sac kind of said, yo, we're here. This is not a fluke. So I think that they'll just come out a little bit more aggressive, try to show some different things, maybe, double De'Aaron if he comes off, blitz the screens and stuff and try to make other guys make plays, rather than have him, make those plays. So it'll be interesting to see those adjustments, but I'm definitely, seeing that. And then Wiggins, it was his first game back in a minute, so he probably have a different impact in the game as well too. So I think it's going to be another great fun game to watch. And I know everybody, going 2-0 against the Chance is kind of crazy.
So JT, let everyone know, what are you up to these days? What's going on in your life?
Yeah, so I just retired last year. So it was 13 years, and then I'm coaching at my alma mater at Rowdy University.
Nice.
Assistant coach and player development, and I just opened a hydration and wellness center in New Jersey as well too. So yeah, man, things are good. I'm blessed, and just happy to be back.
I know what you're not doing is checking your text messages while I'm not checking my DMs.
Honestly, and this is the crazy thing. This is a true story. Literally, I get to find out that, I'm coming to the game, so I get a flight, and I landed at like 2:00. And of course, I gotta tell Jason, man, Carmichael giving me smack, man, for not telling them that I'm coming to the game. I'm like, if I do that, then I tell everybody, man, that I couldn't, my phone freaking burn out. So nah, man, it was great. And like I said, it was one of them things. I know you're not gonna say to bother people, man, but it was just good to land. And then right when I got out the car, man, I what's that area next to the arena that they're watching the games, kind of like Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah.
What's that area called?
I don't know. Did it have? I mean, we kind of call it King's Landing. But I don't know if there's an official name, but yeah.
Oh, that's lit. That's lit. Okay, yeah. So I like get out the Uber and I get there and I was like, yo, it's a madhouse. But it was cool, man. It was just great to see the energy and stuff with the team and the fans, man. So it's all good.
All right. Wife and I are going to see you tonight, buddy. It will be good to catch up. And thanks so much for coming on. The city loves you forever, and you saw a big piece of that Saturday.
Yes, sir. All love and go Kings.
Go Kings. That's Jason Thompson.
Yes.
Good guy. You know what though? Killed me a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie. Killed me just a bit when he said he retired.
Yeah. And now he's coaching. I remember when he was here, he was really talking about broadcasting. I thought that was an area he was going to go into, and did some stuff. I remember with TV here.
Yeah.
Channel 10 locally and on our station a ton.
Yeah, very talented.
But good for him.
Good for him. We'll take a break when we come back. Another ex-King, but also a broadcaster himself. Matt Barnes joins us. Frankie will join us at 9:13. Mark Jones at 9:27. We got you covered the rest of the way this final hour on Kings playoff coverage, Game 2 coverage right here on SactownSports.com.